What is going on, everyone? This is NinjaGeek here, and in this video I just wanted to talk about my top 5 favorite video game soundtracks of all time in my own personal opinion. Now let me put these two disclaimers out here. First of all, that some of this music is copywritten, so for all of the music that I use or don't use in this video, since it is copywritten and I probably cannot use most of it, will be in the link in the description below so you can check out everything, as well as I'll probably leave a comment down below so nobody misses anything that I make in this video. And second of all, there are tons and tons and tons of games to pick from that I could have chosen on this list, but this is a top 5, hard to narrow it down, and this is only personal games, so it's only from the games that I have played and the experience that I have, which could be minimalistic compared to what you may have. So if you have something that you would like me to check out or listen to and get more into, you can leave that as a comment down below as well. But let's get into number 5. Number 5 is the Halo series. Now I didn't pinpoint one game, I'm just going to, if they're in a multiple series, I'm just going to say the series. The Halo series has been overall very wildly successful. There was a time where it was even more popular than Call of Duty. However, in recent years, the Halos haven't been really that great compared to what they used to be, and they're not made by Bungie anymore, so it's not really the same Halo experience, and a lot of people don't really like the newer Halo games compared to the older ones. However, the soundtracks for every single Halo game that I have listened to have always been a pleasure. Just nice instrumental soundtracks that will just literally just sometimes make you cry, and just overall amazing soundtrack for the Halo series. However, it is number 5 just because of the actual games that have come out in the series and how the newer ones really haven't been so much better, I guess, than the older ones that they used to have, just because of the developer and publisher of the newer games. But anyways, getting into number 4, I have Destiny. Now, Bungie made Destiny, so they're pretty close, and the reason why I have Destiny here as number 4 is because the same thing as with Halo, the music very instrumental. I don't think they have lots of lyrical music. I don't think there is that in Destiny, but the music that they do have, the soundtrack goes very well with the actual game itself, and Destiny overall is a very fun game. I haven't played it in a very long time, but I do definitely enjoy playing Destiny whenever I get the chance to play that, and so that's why it's ultimately number 4 here. Coming in at number 3 is kind of an oddball. You wouldn't really expect it. You might think that I'm not like really this game, but it is going to definitely be Alan Wake. Now, Alan Wake came out for the PC and Xbox 360. It is currently backwards compatible onto Xbox One. Very, very good game if you have not played that. That's why I think it is above the other two that I listed here, which is why it's number 3 on the list. But the soundtrack for it was just so good. The Poets of the Fall was the actual band that did the music for it, the background music, but of course the music in some of the scenes that you get to play as within Alan Wake. However, Poets of the Fall is known as Old Gods of Asgard within the game. However, they are Poets of the Fall. Very good music. I'm a very huge fan of rock music in general in real life, with Alter Bridge, Metallica, all of the metal rock bands you could think of. I pretty much listened to them / know them all, so that's why I like Alan Wake here, and I put Alan Wake as number 3. Now, number 2 is definitely going to be controversial for some because it is a multiplayer-only game. However, I felt the soundtrack and the art style of it went so well with the soundtrack that I put Overwatch here at number 2. First of all, Overwatch has wildly successfully become a lot of other people's favorite game, as well as my own. I've personally stopped playing, for instance, like Call of Duty. Like, I don't think Black Ops 3 is necessarily a bad game. However, I just think Overwatch is a much, much better, more well-developed, rounded game. I love the gameplay that you get within Overwatch, and the soundtrack with the art style combined really goes hand in hand. Each map has their own specific soundtrack for it. You get the cinematic intro. There's just so much put into the soundtrack there that I think that it deserves the number 2 spot, but nothing can ever be this number 1 spot. It is my favorite game of all time, with my favorite soundtrack of all time, and both of those together combined for the great gameplay and to ultimately lead to my favorite game, and that is number 1 being Life is Strange from Don't Nod Entertainment. They've actually won awards for the soundtrack itself, just based upon just the soundtrack, like I said. Very awesome game. If you have not played Life is Strange, if you haven't played any of these games on this list, I highly recommend giving them a go. But Life is Strange is definitely worth any of the money that you spend towards it. Very interesting, very unique episodes that just keep you enticed to keep playing the game. And the soundtrack works very, very well with the game. Best out of all of these combined, this is my number one spot. Life is Strange, excellent. There's nothing more I could say about it because it's just so excellent. But that's it. If you did enjoy the video, you know what to do. I'll see you on another one. This is NinjaGeek. I'm out. And peace.